What up, what up, what up? I got my man Asher Roth with me, man. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Jabari? How's the world doing? Shout out to the world and everything like that, too.
Yo, the world, man. The world is great, man. The world is great, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. I see you all over the place, man. I see you, you just got back from Magic, man. How was that out there?
Yeah. That was fun, man. That was my first time in Vegas, so more interesting than just the gambling and the girls. I got to hang out with Most and Beanie and, you know, genuinely hang with them, which was real cool. We actually got a little cipher going in an after party, which very much proves that hip-hop is still alive. It wasn't a battle or anything like that. It was just three MCs just rapping. So, you know, hip-hop is very much alive and doing well.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. So, you know, I know, man, me being a college myself, man, at Howard University, man, I had to talk to you about school, man, about college. I know, you know, just listening to a lot of your material, man, you speak about college a lot, man. So, you know, man, are you still in college or what's the deal?
I'm not. I left it when I got the opportunity of a lifetime. I ended up taking off. But I was at Westchester. Shout out to Howard, though. Shout out to Howard. Shout out to Westchester. You know, but you know, so we were having some fun. I was heading into my junior year, and I took a leave of absence, man. I really want to go back, but for the most part, and I feel like a lot of college kids go through this, I was just in school to just be in school. You know what I mean? It was kind of like that's the step that you do. You go through high school, you do just enough work to get by, and then, you know, you get accepted into college, and you're in college, and some people, you know, they have it figured out and they know what they want to do. You know, I was in school for elementary education, which is cool, and I love the kids. It's something that I incorporate into my music as well. But at the same time, I felt like, you know, I was just there, you know, getting drunk and just enjoying myself. There's nothing wrong with, because, you know, getting my social skills up and, you know, learning the ways of the world outside of the book. But, you know, I felt like I was just, you know, there, you know, wasting student loans and my dad's chipping in and helping me out. And I'm like, damn, you know, I'm putting myself in debt just to be in school, and then got the opportunity, you know. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna, you know, move down to Atlanta and take a leave of absence, and if worse comes to worse, I can always go back to school.
No doubt, man. Like, I know for myself, man, being in school, you know, like you said, I learned so much outside of the classroom, I feel like, you know what I mean?
That's where all the learning goes down.
Definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dealing with people, and you know what I mean? Just like, you meet so many people from around the world when you're at school, man. What's something that, you know, what's something that you think that you've learned while you were in school that was just kind of priceless?
Something that in school, I mean, you know how many, like, obnoxious people you meet when you're just going through school and stuff? I think the one thing outside of school, that we're talking about, the learning that goes on outside of school, is patience, man. And dealing with, you know, people that aren't exactly like you, or, you know, are going to rub you the wrong way, and instead of just, you know, wanting to just knock that person out or just flip out on them, you kind of learn to just take a deep breath, and that also comes from waiting tables, because that was my job in college. I was waiting tables. I don't know what the side job some people have, but you know, I chose to go the whole waiting route, and that is especially when you just want to slap somebody and go, I don't even care how you want your steak, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you just gotta swallow and just, you know, grin and smile. And like you said, man, we're students for the rest of our lives, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of seeing it that way and understanding that there's something that you can learn every day. And you know, when we're in college, we barely realize, you know, we're still in that stage of we know it all, you know?
Yeah, man, definitely, man. You talk about waiting tables, man. I used to be a bellboy at a hotel my freshman year. I was bringing people's bags up to their rooms. Patience is definitely something that
I'll feel you on that. And see, it's like, it's those two jobs, like bellboys and waiting. It's like, we encounter people that just think that with their nose up in the air, and they're just like, you're waiting on me, you help me. It's just like, man, you know what I mean? They don't even understand that, like, it's people like us, the waiters and the bellboys and stuff, that make the world go round. You know what I mean? So without us, you get it. You know what I mean? So shit.
No doubt, man, no doubt. So, you know, like, leaving college, man, you said you left, man, when you were going into your junior year. How did your parents feel about that, man? Like, were your parents like, nah, you can't go do this rap thing, you know, you got to get this degree, or, you know, was it support from them, or what was going on?
No, it's funny you say that, because my parents were, you know, they were kind of, drawn back, but at the same time, they're completely supportive of my life decisions, and they knew that this is something that, you know, I was passionate about, and it wasn't something I was just blindly chasing. But like, you know, my father was helping me with college, so he was like, word, you know what I mean? Do your thing, like, you know what I mean? I don't have to help you with college right now, so, I mean, but there's also a sense of like, you know, the parent comes out and they go, yo, I hope he knows what he's doing, you know, because this is totally a risk. And, you know, you can, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're making a life decision like what I did, like move out to Atlanta, no security, no nothing, you could really set yourself back. But also it's important to note that in your early 20s and around this time, this is the time you want to take risks, because I don't want to break down at 45 years old and be like, damn, I've been working a 9 to 5 for the last whatever 25 years. I got to buy a motorcycle and have some fucking midlife crisis. You know what I mean? So it's important to make those decisions, and if you're gonna do something, you know, chase it when you're allowed to set yourself back for 2-3 years. Because if I F up, and I've screwed up for these last, 2-3 years, I'm only 25 suddenly, you know what I mean? And I can easily start over at 25. But, starting over at 40, exactly.
Yeah, man, that dude, that's that 40, man, trying to get with the young girls and trying to just run around and bring his youth back, man. You don't want to be that guy, man.
Nah, we encounter those people. Like, when I was living in Westchester, and even in Atlanta, even in these cities, you see those dudes that are like, that you could tell they have money now or whatever, but now they're just those creepy 45-year-old dudes still trying to gain that college life. And they're just like, yo, like, no one's with them at the bar. They're like, yo, who's that shady old dude trying to pick up on these 19-year-old underage chicks that are in here? You know what I mean? So that's the last person, that's the person that I'm trying to be. I am trying to be successful too, on a financial standpoint and from a sense of, like, being a good pen and a good human being. But I'm not trying to be that 45-year-old creepy dude trying to relive my college career for the rest of my life.
Heck no, man. So Asher, man, let me ask you this, man. In college, you got a song called "I Love College," man. And,
of course, man.
Dope joint, man. Definitely a dope joint. A lot of college kids can relate, man. So what, you speak about a lot of crazy things going on, man. And as you know, on a day-to-day when you're in school, crazy things happen. What was one of the craziest things that happened to you in school, man? Like, just a crazy story.
Well, I mean, I tried to keep it fairly, no cops, no police and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we ended up, getting several noise violations in my house, and it never really escalated or anything. But I think the craziest time was when we ended up getting souping up some bread truck, and I mean like a old, like, Hostess bread truck that get out of a junkyard for $200. We souped it up with a system, and during homecoming, we brought it in and cruised around the streets, like, put a bunch of people in there, cruised around the streets like 5 miles an hour, bumping music and just, like, wilding out. Then we parked the truck, like, blocked off the street and turned the music up, and we were dancing on top. There's, like, pictures and stuff like that. There's definitely proof of this. Man. But we just kind of shut off the street, and we're, like, dancing on top of the truck and boogieing and getting wild, and people were just being real stupid. And then finally the cops decided, hey, you guys can't really do this. But it was all about, just enjoying life and enjoying our time here. That's pretty much what I decided to do with my college experience. It was just like, all right, class is cool, it's cool to learn something, but I'm trying to figure out who I am as a human being and have as much fun and make as many mistakes as I can right now, because, the responsibility just goes on up from here.
Exactly, man. I feel you, man. That sounds like it was crazy though, man.
It was great, man. It was great. I'll tell you what, though. I'll be honest with you. Westchester it's like 7-1 girls to guys. Most of my time was spent on the front porch watching girls walk by in sundresses after a nice little morning bong and stuff. I'm chilling. I'm more chilling than I am wild. You know what I mean? But I definitely enjoy to have a good time.
Man, I feel you on the ratio, man. At Howard, man, we 70% girls, 30% dudes, man. So, every day.
That is what I'm talking about.
Sometimes it's like, a class full of 30 people, man. I'm one of 3 dudes, and, one dude is gay, and the other dude is not in class that day. So, it's crazy.
So there you go. So you win by default,
Exactly. No problem.